Hey PC fans, so right now I'm running Rust because, why not? It's still a very popular online game and there's not really a lot of good coverage in my opinion, so I decided to do it myself. First off, maximum and high settings for normal 1440p. First is slow area shot, just to show you what we're dealing with. This gives me a baseline. If it's just quiet and easy, you're around 80-90 FPS at max and, a little bit lower and high. And if you look at to 60, you can see that you can save significant energy, which is what I'm all about, saving energy. I like that I play at 60. So, but a lot of you probably don't. You are very competitive in this game, so you want the maximum FPS. So what's the maximum that you get in more typical gameplay? Right, so here we are walking around at a common area, not the hardest, not the easiest for the GPU, right? And we're at 70s FPS and 85s for high. But we're also going to harder to run areas so you can get the full picture of what this GPU can actually do, right? But some of you, like I said, are very competitive and don't care about graphics. So for once, here's the medium and low settings. I normally skip those, but for games like these, I figured some of you just want the 100 or 120 FPS and don't care about a little bit of pop-in. And funny thing, by the way, no matter the settings, the shadows of the energy pulse, it just pops right in front of you when you're beyond it. I don't know, kind of interesting, right? But as you can see in the low settings, you're always at around 120. But now we are going to the harder to run areas. Now I could not test every area because everything in this game is trying to kill me and everyone. But I found this which is significantly harder, like it almost halves my FPS. 55 sub 60 on the maximum settings, so I don't know, maybe stick to the high settings for a solid 60 or more. And especially if you look at to 60, it will be still smooth 60 here and you will save some energy in other areas, which is great for me, Mr. Economy right here, right? But if you're a esports or competitive player, then you don't care about all that. So the medium and low settings, again, more pop-in, lower shadows and all the good stuff, but you are still sticking around 80 FPS for medium and, kissing that sweet 100 FPS on low, which might be just perfectly acceptable to you. Of course, you can still lower the graphics even further below the preset, but I personally don't think that's acceptable. It doesn't look acceptable for me, so I stop it at here. And now we are going to ultra-wide spectrum, right? We also have 4040p ultra-wide monitors, and those are, quite significantly harder to run. First off, another area view at maximum and high settings to get an idea of what we're dealing with. And strangely enough, it's very similar at first, but later you'll see the maximum dipping in the mid 60s, which is pretty bad sign, and you're not really saving much energy by capping it to 60 as well. But yeah, now we're going to the harder to run area straight away, and I'm gonna show you 3 settings: high, medium and low. Now as you can see on high, it's bad, it's sub 60. I don't really like that, so, but I don't really like how medium looks, so I would still play high and just avoid this area if it was me, right? But otherwise you will need to drop to medium, and if you absolutely need above 60 all times, then you're just playing at low, which means for this monitor you kinda need a better GPU for this game. If this is the one game you like, just try to save for a better GPU and get the better one, if you're on ultra-wide, of course. If you're at normal 44p, as you saw, you'll be fine. Let me know what you thought and what you wanna see next, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.